we have 4 minus 9x equals 1 minus 14x. And to get all the x's on one side and all the constant terms on the other, what we are doing is we are adding 9x to both sides and subtracting 1 from both sides. So that leaves us with 3 equals negative 5x. So to get x by itself, what we will do now is we will divide both sides by negative 5. Remember that when you have a number written next to a variable, that implies multiplication, and the inverse of multiplication is division, so that's why we are dividing. So again, what we have right now is 3 equals negative 5x. And if I divide both sides by negative 5, what I end up with is negative 3/5 equals x. Now, one property of equality that you might know about is you can interchange the sides of the equation. So this is the same thing as saying x equals negative 3/5. So this is what we think the solution is, but what we can do is we can make sure, if it is in fact the solution, it will give us a true statement if we plug it in to the original equation. Remember the original equation? Okay, so if I replace x with negative 3/5 and get a true statement, then we know for sure that we are correct. Okay, so what we'll do is we will replace x with negative 3/5 in the original equation. So we have 2/3 minus 3/2 x, but x is what? X is negative 3/5 equals, now we don't know if this is true yet, we're checking, equals 1/6 minus 7/3 x. X again is negative 3/5. And if we get the same value on both sides, then we know we are correct. So 2/3. Now what's happening, we're subtracting something that's being multiplied by a negative, right? So it's really a double negative, which gives us a positive. And the way you multiply fractions, you multiply across. So it's 3 times 3 over 2 times 5. So 3 times 3, of course, is 9. 2 times 5 is 10. So that's the left-hand side. We have 2/3 plus 9/10. In the right-hand side, we have 1/6. And similarly to what happened on the left side, we have a double negative. So what we have is a positive, although in this case you notice that we can do some cross canceling again because we have like factors here, the 3's. So this is going to end up being 1/6 plus 7/5. So how do we check this? Well, now what's going to happen is we have to get a common denominator. The common denominator obviously is 30. The common denominator is 30. So 2/3 I could write as 20/30ths, and 9/10ths I can write as 27/30ths. So the left-hand side you can see is going to end up being 47/30ths. And the right-hand side, 1/6 I could write as 5/30ths, and 7/5, multiply the numerator and denominator by 6, I get 42/30ths. Are these numbers the same? Yes. They are both equal to 47/30ths. So what that means is back here when we had our answer, x equals -3/5, that was the correct answer.